Hello, everybody. I hope everyone's okay. They're doing all right. Now, this is going to be about why, right? I'm at my tether's end. I'm at my tether's end with the corruption, the bullshit, the lies. Why? Why do that? Why do that? Is it because society, governments, religions, and corporations don't have no moral bone in their body, no ethical bone in their body, no principles in their body, right? They don't give a fuck about you people, right? I am really fucked off. Really fucked off. I'm at my tether's end. The amount of bullshit coming out of the government's mouth, the amount of bullshit that's coming from religions, the amount of bullshit that's coming from the corporations. All lies. Deliberate lies with a silver lining tinted onto it. Fuck off with that shit. I've just had a go at my shopkeeper. I've just had a go at him. Right? Now he's Muslim. Not just him. I told him right in front of him. Jews and Christians. You're all full of shit. Right? Muslims, Jews and Christians. You're full of shit. Right? You profess to be the true religion. You profess to be loving and kind. Well, ain't Christians in war right now from America? Ain't Muslims fighting? Ain't Jews fighting? It's full of shit. I looked at the guy at the shop and said, your ancestor, Abraham, would be rolling in his grave right now. Just the same with the Jews and the Christians, because we all come from him. All of us. So you Muslim are Jew, and you Jew are Muslim, because you came from the same person, right? Mainly. Christianity came later on. But we're still from Abraham. We still come from his seed, right? Because we came after the flood, right? I think people were taken back today. They were taken back when I were talking to them about the bullshit that's going on. How is any cooperation, government, or religion professing to be loving and kind when they're not? Crusades. The Crusades. 14, 15, 13, 14, 1500s. Christians going killing. In the name of God, by the way. Same with the Muslims. In the name of Allah, God. They commit genocide, just like the Christians did. Right? Genocide, rape, you name it, right? No fucking different. Same with the Jews. They did exactly the fucking same, right? Genocide. And don't say you didn't, right? What happened with Dinah? Dinah in the Bible. Israelites killed a whole family off. More or less a whole city. So don't come this bullshit that you're loving and kind, right? Because everyone's sinful. Everyone's corrupt, including me, right? We fall short of God's glory. Every one of us. But yet these people manipulate in Christianity. You don't love God. You questioning us. No, God give me a brain, and he expects me to bond with him individually, right? Not with you telling me I have to go through grace through you. Fuck off with that shit, right? And every person I've told today, every person that I've met, they went, well, how can you say that? Okay, then. Let's go way back before the flood. No Quran, no Bible, no Sumerian tablets, by the way, because Gilgamesh came after the flood, right? According to their records, the Gilgamesh tablets. Look it up. So how was God be able to judge people, to wipe them out? How? If there were no Bible, Quran, or Sumerian tablets? Because he judged them by the hearts and the conscience. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Not fucking inverted. Wrong is right and right is wrong. Right? Mankind is inverted shit for their own needs, for their own ends. Right? Because they're debased, they're corrupt. Just like Satan, the devil. Right? So when it comes to the people before the flood, Jesus used the same example. He didn't need no Bible. He didn't pull out no scroll and tell them they were wrong. He read their hearts. And that's how it's going to be in the end times. When it comes to the system ending, he's going to judge you by your heart and your conscience. And he's going to remind you everything you've done. Jews, Muslims, and Christians. They're all going to be reminded what they did. Corrupt. All the time. That's why God doesn't pick many people. Not very many. You know why? Because not very many people are righteous, just, and honest. Right? The world is corrupt. Through and through. To the bottom, to the top. Right? I'm sick of the bullshit. The manipulation, the coercion. You can't say that. Okay then. Tell God he can't say that. And if God accepts it, I won't say that. But if God tells you to sod off, you corrupt little shitting bastard religious fuckers out there, all of you, Christians, Muslims and Jews, he calls you out. What are you going to do? Are you going to question him back? You can really question God back? Really? Really? Dead. Dead. Permanently. Not where you die and you pay for your wages for sin and you're waiting to be resurrected. Once you're judged by God, that's it. You're done. You're done forever. Right? Muslims, Jews, and Christians don't understand God has standards. And he doesn't believe in people killing each other. Not from any religion. God does not like it. He hates it. And all these religions are using God as an excuse to satisfy their own desires and their own depravities and their own killings. Muslim killing Jew, Jew killing Muslim, Christians killing any fucking thing. And it's all fucking corrupt. And you can fuck off with the minority shit, right? Fuck off with that minority shit. Because I've lumped all the religions in one fucking go, right? You're trying to fucking clap me for being, you're being biased minorities. No, I'm calling them all out. Transgender, gays, fucking religions, governments, corporations, right? All of them. It needs to go. All of it needs to go. All of it. And then we'll have a clean slate. Pisses me off when these people who profess to be religious, god damn, stand on the spirit and deliberately fucking cause problems, knowing full well that the conscience is telling them it's wrong. That's what God said about before the flood. It was written on the minds and the hearts. The mind tells you what you're doing is wrong. So that's wrong. And then your heart feels bad. That's the whole point. That's the whole fucking point of having a fucking conscience. I promised God I'd stop swearing. But this really pisses me off. It pisses me off. These people profess to be godly and righteous. Fuck off with that shit. Fuck off with your lying, twisting, paedophilia, motherfucking cunting shit. Right? You pederastic fuckers. Governments, religions, corporations, they're all doing it. Fucking makes me sick. Makes me sick to even think they can even claim to be righteous, claim to be a loving religion or a loving government. Or, those people, our corporations, we're trying to do the best for you. It shows we're loving. Fuck off with that shit, right? Actions speak louder than words, and your actions is proving that your words is full of shit. Corporations, religions, and fucking government, right? Stop the bullshit. Stop the bullshit before it's too late, because you will be judged. You will be judged. You will be judged. What I'm saying is not judging you, trying to get you to turn your hearts around, get you to turn your hearts around from wrong. But if you do, you won't get on in this system. You know why? Because what is wrong is right now. And what is right is wrong. So you call out what's right is wrong. But if you do evil, that's right. Right? Twisted inversion. Why all this? Why all this? So God can pick his real people. His real people. Not Jew, not Christian, not Muslim. Right? He'll pick his real people that will stand out from the crowd. He'll point out that all these fuckers, all these religions, all these governments, and all these fucking corporations are fucking corrupt to the core. And people who do that will be hated by all the nations. Because they lump all the nations in the same fucking boat. What are you going to do? Blast yourself to a fucking different planet? Is that what you're trying to do? Is that what you're trying to do right now, Elon Musk? That's not going to get you fucking nowhere, because God's not going to let it happen. Because he wants to judge you all in the same fucking place. All on the earth. Judged at the same time. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait for him to come. I really can't. I'm excited. In my bones, I can feel the excitement. These people are going to get the just deserves. This is why Solomon complained. He complained. Why is it the wicked get away with stuff, but yet the innocent get punished? The innocent and true and honest get punished. Why is that? Why is that? Because this whole system, corporations, religions, and governments, now, not before, now, has been corrupted. Right? Evangelical, Mormons, Jehovah's Witnesses, Catholics, Protestants, Roman Catholics, all the Chinese, the Buddhists, the Mongols, whatever they were, the Rosicrucians, you name it, whatever fucking religion it is, corrupt. For one reason and one reason only. They abuse children, which God specifically said was bad. Right? Bad. So shove your shit up your ass. Don't come to me telling me a little fly thing. Don't come to me telling me I'm wrong. Oh, we need to have him put in prison because he's exposing us. He's exposing us. Well, how about you do what's right and you wouldn't need exposing, would you? Do what's right and you won't need exposing. Because you're full of shit. No spiritual way of doing things. It's all physical, materialistic. I'm going to keep harrying on about this. Film after film, video after video after video after video after video after video. You know why? Because I'm not going to let up. I'm not going to let up. Because it's about time. Because shame makes you change. But these governments, corporations, and religions don't have shame. That's the thing. They don't have shame. No shame. Don't give two shits about people. You question things, you either get put in prison or you get excommunicated from a religion because you question their morals, principles, and ethics, when you know full well their morals, principles, and ethics is not godly. And when you question it, they say, "Oh, you don't trust us. Oh, you don't love God. Or, oh, you don't love Jehovah. Or you don't love Yahweh. Or you don't love fucking Muhammad. Or you don't love fucking this, that, and the other." Right? It's all a manipulation game, right? To keep the money rolling in, keep the money rolling in. And what does it say about money? Money corrupts, right? And it's a root of all evil because it gives people power, money, because it's greedy people. And it gives certain people power. But that power corrupts them absolutely, right? No man should rule. No man should rule. It should be God, not man, God, right? Not Muhammad, not this, not that. Because Yahweh came before Muhammad, by the way, and Muhammad didn't exist until the 5th century. But yet Yahweh existed way before. It was just called Elohim, right? At that time, right? And Melchizedek called him Elohim, right? God. But God wanted people to know his name. But yet the Jews restrict his name. They don't say it. What an insult to God. What a goddamn insult to God. Seriously. Refuse to call him by his name. So they could be praying to any fucker. They could be praying to any fucker. Right? Any god. Which they did have a pantheon of gods themselves. Yes, they did. Yes, they did, because they went into false worship, Baal worship. Right? Just like the Muslim faith, they've got a pantheon of gods before they went to one God. Look it up, right? And their God is not really the main God that they used to believe in, right? It's fucking crazy shit. And then all these fucking Christians, all these people who profess to be Christians, cause war, problems, just like a Jew and a Jew and a Muslim does, right? I'm not biased. So don't ever you two come to me and tell me I'm fucking biased. I'm small minority shit, because I lump them all the fucking same. Pieces of paedophile, fucking corrupt motherfucking corporations, governments, and religions. So shove your shit, your fucking logic up your ass, right? Shove your logic up your ass. It's not going to work with me, because I'm not biased. I see right from right, wrong from wrong, no matter what religion it is, no matter what government it is, never mind what fucking corporation it is either. Bill Gates, two-faced fucking paedophile motherfucker, right? You're going to answer it big time, you are, Bill Gates. You're going to answer big time to God when the time comes, right? No wonder your wife divorced you, you dirty fuck. Trying to fucking pump her full of fucking drugs so you can get rid of the STD, you dirty bastard. Hey, it proves he was on Epstein Fallon. Why ask for Epstein for fucking drugs to fucking secretly put in his wife's fucking shit? Because he were fucking on the island. So stop the bullshit. Stop the bullshit, because you wouldn't have got an STD from a Russian woman, would you? Otherwise, right? Stop the corrupt bullshit. You get all these politicians that profess to be Christian. Fuck off with that shit. Fuck off with that shit. Because religion and politics are not supposed to mix. They're not supposed to, by the way. Go back in history. The church was separate from politics. Because politics, according to the church, way back, politicians like the Roman politicians, because that's where Christianity see it as then at the time, when they were Romans and that the politicians were corrupt because they worshipped Baal worship and all these gods and shit. You know what I mean? And religion separated themselves, right? Well, that's when they did have God's favor. Not anymore. Not anymore. They don't have no God's favor. Not any religion. Because all these religions use God as an excuse to justify their fucking debased corruption shit. Oh, it was God's will. It was God's will. Fuck off with that shit. Fuck off with that shit. It was your will, your free will that did it, right? And then you're stumbling people when they get older because they don't want to believe in God because of what you did, fuckers. Fuck off. You've got a lot to answer for. And judgment is coming. Don't matter what you do to me. You can kill me all you want. I only die once, remember? Right? And then I'll get a resurrection in the future for standing up for what actually was right. Actually, what right was actually right. Right? I'm happy. I've been through some really bad stuff at the moment recently. The last few weeks, man, I've been so down. But now, my mind's clear. My mind's clear. Yeah. Satan might grip you for a little while, but do you know what? Do you know what pisses him off and throws him off more? When you change your mind and say, "Screw you, man! This life is not worth shit. This life is not worth shit because it's all corrupt. Work your ass to the bone, make someone else rich, pay your taxes, and then you die. Right? No enjoyment, right? Because Satan don't want you to enjoy fuck all. He wants to break you down, break you down, break you down, and therefore you give up. You give up. Well, why would you let fucking Satan get the fucking upper hand? Fuck that, right? Fuck that. There's no way I'm letting Satan get in the upper hand. Not a chance. I might be down. I might be kicked while I'm down, but I'm going to get fucking back up. Believe me, I'm going to get back up. And I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep getting the punishment and the doxing and the censorship and all the shit. Yeah, I'm going to get it all towards me. Guess what? I'm going to have a big smile on my face. Because it just proves that I'm right. It just proves exactly that I'm right. Right? So anyway, this is why I put on why. Why? It's a simple question. Why? Children ask it. Why, mum? Why, dad? Why, mum? Why, dad? Well, parents get a bit sick of it eventually. Stop saying why. Why? 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 And when you give them the answer, why? 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 Because they're curious. They're like a sponge. They soak up information. And this is where the governments, the religions, the corporations are going to end up, not just the pederasty, the fact that they twisted all these kids' minds, so therefore they serve the system, not God, right? They serve the system, Satan's system, right? I don't care if you don't believe me or not. I really don't care. Really, really deep down, don't care. Because truth is truth. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Not the other way around. Not inverted. Wrong is right and right is wrong. Like, fuck that shit. You twisted fuckers. Right? Anyway, I've had my rant now. I've had my rant. I've got it out. I've had my rant. I feel better now. So, there you go. Sorry I'm straightforward. Sorry I'm blunt. But that's me. That's how God made me. That's how God called me. A bit like Peter. Apostle Peter might have put his foot in it all the time because he's a person who was like a big mouth. He couldn't help it. Getting himself into trouble all the time. Well, that's me. But guess what? Even though we get into trouble, doesn't mean to say what we say is wrong. Prove me wrong. Come on, prove me wrong about morals, principles, and ethics. Any of you right there, any religion, any government, any corporation, tell me I'm lying. Tell me that mankind is not supposed to have morals, principles, and ethics, but yet everyone chucks it to the side. Chucks it to the side like it's a piece of garbage. Well, that's how God's going to treat people when it comes to the end. Because they chucked God to the side of the curb like a piece of garbage, that's what God's going to do with you. He's give you plenty of time. He's give you plenty of time to turn around. You didn't do it. You'd rather cover up, be paid off to cover up pederasty, rape gangs, 250,000 fucking kids in UK. It's all over the news, so it's not as if I'm not saying what's wrong, because it's all over the news. It came out in the fucking report, right? So fuck off, YouTube. It came out in the report. So tell me I'm fucking lying, I'm spreading misinformation, because it came out in the report, by the way, in the UK report. 250,000 fucking kids got abused. And that's only in the last few years. I'm not talking back to the 1950s. No. Way more than fucking 250,000. Millions. And then we take the rest of history. Billions. Billions of kids being sacrificed to Satan, abused for Satan, manipulated for Satan. You can fuck off your righteous shit up your ass, professing to be, oh, I'm righteous. Don't call us. Where am I now? Fuck off with that shit. Prove it. Prove it. Otherwise, shut your goddamn mouth. Shut your goddamn mouth, tuck your tail between your legs, and accept your fucking punishment when it comes, because you'll never fucking change. Cunts. Governments, religions, and fucking corporations. Fuck off with that shit, right? Anyway, I'm going now. I know this sounds contradictory, by saying, may God bless you. I do mean it. But I've been really pissed off with the bullshit, right? The other day, do you know what I saw in Wetherspoons? In Wetherspoons the other day. And it'll probably get censored. It'll probably get censored if I say it. But I'm going to say it because it's the truth. This is what I saw. And if people don't believe me, I'm going to go down to Wetherspoons. I'm going to ask them to ask them for a Freedom of Information Act. Ask them for which day, because I know which day it was and I know what time it was. And then get them to pull the camera off the video. And I'll put it up if I have to prove to people that Muslims are going into pubs and drinking. I thought it was against their religion. That's why I had to go at him down at the shop. Don't you ever fucking point your fucking finger at us lot, you motherfuckers, you hypocrite fuckers. You're just like the Jews and you're like the Christians. You know better, right? You're all bad, right? You profess to be loving and Christian and all, loving and kind and Christian, loving Jew and a loving Muslim. Fuck off of that shit, right? Fuck off of that shit. Because I saw a Muslim drinking pint after pint after pint in the pub. In his regalia too. He was the only one there. I looked at him, mate. I looked at him and I stared and looked at him. And he knew what I was doing. I didn't care who was there. I don't care if he's in the pub. He can be there all day for all I care. It's the fact that what they preach, that they don't drink, they don't go out and eat pork. Because I've had Muslims that I used to work with admit they eat pork. And they were crying in front of me. They were crying in front of me saying they were going to go to hell. And I said, good, good, good. I hope you fucking eat it, you little bastards. Just like the Jews and just like the Christians. I hope you eat it. Eat your fucking hypocrisy. Eat your hypocrisy, right? You're a bunch of hypocritical Jews, Muslim, and Christians. You're all a bunch of hypocrites, right? All of you, right? So fuck off with your minority shit. Fuck off about this racist shit, right? This is about morals, principles, and ethics, right? That's nothing to do with race, morals, principles, and ethics. So shove your fucking shit up your ass, YouTube. Shove your policies up your ass, you two-faced, corrupt, pederasty motherfuckers, right? You're no better. You're a company. You're a corporation, right? I'll lump you in the same. I just use you for my videos, right? Just like you use me to get your adverts on. Fuck off. I can do the same. Oh, I'm not allowed to do it. I'm not allowed to, but we are. As YouTube, we're allowed to do it. We're allowed to manipulate and lie and corrupt just so we can get our adverts on there. Well, I'm going to do exactly the same. Right? I'm going to call you fuckers out too. You two-faced pederasty fuckers. I bet there's some in there. You've just not vetted them yet. Right? Go on. Tell me I'm wrong. Because I know you will. I know you will. You'll say I'm wrong. Just because it's affecting your platform and your money. Oh, that's wrong. The fact that you're being exposed like Zuckerberg and like any other fucking platform out there. Two-faced fucks. Yeah, sold yourselves out for a bit of money. And yet money rots away. Money goes. Property rots away. Gold rots away. And you fuckers think that you can take it with you in the afterlife. I'll tell you, the afterlife that you're going to, you won't need it. And believe me, you won't want to be where I'm telling you you're going. You're all going to hell. Hell. And Satan's going to be rubbing his hands because he deceived all you Christians, Muslims, and Jews because he never drew close to God individually. It's all about following a pastor or a priest or a rabbi or one of these people in the Muslims, the higher ups or whatever. It's the same thing. They're all sifting you full of money. That's all it's about. Say when the Mormons give us a tenth of your tithe, and they got that from Melchizedek and Abraham. No, Abraham offered it. It's not a requirement. Right? It's not a requirement. Because if you give your heart, like God says, in heaven, money doesn't exist. It's your deeds, your love, your heart, your conscience. That's where the value is. That's where the value is. Not in earthly shit. Right? That's going to be swept away eventually anyway. Anyway, I'm sorry laughing at you people, but I enjoy it. I enjoy it because it shows it shows how fucking sleep every religion, every corporation, every government is. Well, they're not asleep really. They know what they're doing, right? Because the conscience tells them what they're doing is right or wrong. Right? They just ignore it. They see it with Brandon and like I keep saying. They see it. And so many times, eventually your conscience stops working and it's dead forever. And that's when God gives you up then. Because yeah, conscience, you can't motivate your heart to feel bad or good. So once it's been seared so much, i.e., you're shoving the Holy Spirit away from God every time, and you're ignoring it, your conscience, basically ignoring the Spirit, basically your conscience dies, literally dies, right? No coming back. That's when God gives you up then, because your conscience dies. Therefore, your heart's never ever motivated. You become like a psychopath, right? No emotion, right? Why do you think all they say? Usually psychopaths are CEOs. People higher up. Because they've no emotion. Because they've already stripped their conscience away, so it doesn't work anymore. It's dead. It's totally dead. Right? So God gives them up to their works, to their evil works. Right? Why do you think Satan's trying to bring everything down with his minions and stuff? Because he knows he stood on the Spirit, right? He saw God. He was with God in heaven, seeing him and everything, and yet he turned against him. And yet Jesus says, blessed be the person who has not seen God and seen Jesus, and yet still believes in him. Right? Understand where I'm coming from? These people saw God, was with God. People have encountered God and had his blessings in the past and they've turned away from him. It's like, how stupid can you get? How low can you go? How dumb can you go? Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, man. Anyway, it's Sunday. You guys relax. I've had my rant now. It's come up to about 35 minutes, so I'm going to leave it here. You guys have a good one. May God bless you, right? May God bless you. I might have swore loads, yes. That's just called righteous indignation towards corporations, governments, and religions, right? The hypocrisy. That's what gets me het up, right? Nothing else does, just that. The hypocrisy, right? But anyway, you guys have a good one there. And may God bless you. Take care. And pray a lot. Ask God to change your heart. Say, look, change my heart. Open it up and change it. Before my conscience dies permanently, make it build back up and because it's not gone yet, you know what I mean, and build it up and give it some more oomph back, you know what I mean, to call things out. Because guess what, in this world you die once, right? When God kills you, it's permanently. Forever. What's more scarier, knowing you're going to be wiped out forever, or knowing you're going to have a resurrection in the future, right? Because you've already paid for your wages for sin is death, right? So that sin you've committed, there's a wage for it, like in court. I commit a crime, there's a fine or whatever. Yeah, there is a reckoning, there is a judgment, and basically, when it comes to you paying for your wages, you die. You grow old and you die. The wages for sin is death, and once you pay for it by your death, it's a clean slate. But if God wipes you out, He wipes you out permanently. Which He's going to do to Satan, by the way. That's why He's angry. That's why Satan's angry. Because he thinks, well, if I can't survive, I'm going to take God's crown creation and ruin it and take as many people as I can with me. Right? A bitter, bitter, bitter spirit. A bitter spirit. Satan, very bitter. Because he thought he could have it. Because of his pride and arrogance. I want what God wants. And if I can't get it, I'm going to ruin his creation by doing it. Right? Oh. There were probably child sacrifice before the flood. Even after the flood. You don't know. They could have been. And for God to wipe them out, and they were corrupt all the time, every time, the way they were thinking and the way their hearts didn't motivate them to feel bad, I do think that's a reality. That they were doing really bad stuff so much that it seared their conscience, where it stopped working, so therefore they never felt bad after. Right? So God gave them up and rendered judgment and said, 120 years, I'm going to bring a flood. So they can't say we've not given them enough time, because 120 years to us, as here now in this time, is a long time. But back to them, it weren't. It's like 20 minutes to them, because they live for 600, 700, 800 years. So it's like 20 minutes to them. 120 years. No, it's 120 minutes. That it's only 2 hours. Not really. It's 120 years, obviously. But to them, because they live long, it was like a drop in the bucket for them. Well, they regretted it, and they wish they'd listened. Too late. Too late. You had your chance. That's why God's given us a time for dispensation, for reconciliation with Him. And a lot of people are shoving it away. Sad to see. Very sad to see. But anyway, you guys have a good one. I hope you got something from this. Sorry about the swearing. I just got really ticked off and righteously indignated with this stuff. The stuff I'm seeing, the hypocrisy and stuff. I'm not going to beat about the bush. I've always promised I'll never tickle your ears. I'll never give you lip service, right? I'll never play a game with you. I'll just say it plain and straight, right? Conscience and heart, conscience and heart, conscience and heart, right? Understand that. Your conscience stops working and stops working permanently. That's it. You're done. You're done. Because you don't feel nothing in your heart no more. Because your conscience is supposed to pick your heart, prick it to do what's right. Yeah. This is why most of the Jews, the Christians, and the Muslims don't have a conscience no more, because they've seared it too much, right? Rejected God and His love. And forgiving people's not a weakness, Muslims, by the way. It's not a weakness. Because if you can't change a person's mind, isn't that a form of strength? Of course it is. If someone says, I don't belong to you, or your Muslim faith, or you Jew, or your faith, or you Christian, or your faith, I belong to God, right? Personally. You know, whatever you do, chop my head off, put me in prison, have me done for Semitism or whatever. It's not going to stop what's coming, and it's not going to stop the way I think. And I'm not, and if it means my death, it means my death. I don't care, because it gets where I need to go faster. Right? I get to go to heaven. And then when I come back with my brother, woo! Sky's the limit then. The sky's the limit then. Because I'm going to be pointing every fucker out that's been corrupt. So don't listen to them. You can read the heart, my brother Jesus. You can read the heart. I can too. And I know they're lying fucks. They just want to save their fucking necks. They didn't have a moral bone in the body. What makes you think you got a moral bone in your body now? Hey, when we're judging you. Arrogant fuckers. You're a bunch of arrogant bastards, a lot of you. Governments, corporations, and religions. Arrogance becomes before a fall. Pride becomes before a fall. Arrogance becomes before a fall. And what did happen to Satan? His arrogance and pride made him fall. Right? Anyway, I'm just going to call out anything or anything. I don't care, because I know full well this world doesn't contain me now. I know where I belong, and it's not here on the earth. But I'm not going to commit suicide. No, because that negates my being saved. Because committing suicide's a sin. No, other people are going to do it. They're going to do it, right? And I'll be happy with that. I'll be happy with that. You know why? I'm going to go with a smile on my face that I conquered these people, really. Even though it doesn't look like it, I've had my head chopped off or whatever, put in prison, killed, or, you know, sent over to Jerusalem and fucking tortured or something. Doesn't matter to me. Yes, it's how you get there that matters. It's how you die. It's, once you're dead, you're dead. It's how you get there that's the problem, right? I'm going to go with a smile on my face. At least I did what we're right and called the bullshit out for the bullshit that's being portrayed in the world right now. The bullshit, right? The manipulation, the coercion, the corruption, the pederasty, right? I won't stop. I won't stop for no fucker, because this is my soul I'm saving, even though trying to save other people's souls too. Yes, it's a little bit selfish. Obviously, I want to live. I want to live, and I want to live with Jesus and that. Of course, I do. In a way, it's a little bit selfish. In a way, if you think about it, but it's not selfish really, because you're willing to give up your life to save other people. So how can it be selfish, really? I didn't do it for gold. I didn't do it for fame. I didn't do it for popularity or because I thought I was righteous. No, I didn't do it for that. It's because I know it's right. Deep down, I know it's right. In my bones, I know it's right to call out what's wrong. Anyway, I've gone 10 minutes over, man. I just get onto a rant here. I don't know why, but I just do. It's like, time's going on now. So, right, it's coming up to 45 minutes like I did 2 minutes last time, 2 minutes before it came to whatever, 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So whatever. Anyway, guys, you have a good one. May God bless you. And please think about stuff. Look into stuff. Think deeply. Ask God to open your heart. Right? Say, look, open my heart. Open it up and show me. There's nothing wrong in that. Nothing wrong in that. It's what you call faith then. Show me you're right, God. Okay? And he'll show you. It might not be the way you expect. But he'll show you. I.e., you're in a relationship with someone you shouldn't be. You know, you committing fornication or adultery and you shouldn't be doing it. Well, I am God. He'll shut that door. He'll shut that door to protect you. I'm telling you, he'll shut that fucking door. Right? But our question is, why walk through that door in the first place? Why walk through that door knowing there's trouble at the end on the opposite side of that door, knowing there's trouble, i.e., relationship you get into, know the trouble, or get in trouble later on and you stick with it. Well, why walk through that door? I don't get it. Why? Anyway, that's what the whole point of this this last stream was. Why? Right? Nobody asks why no more. They just go, yes, sir, no, sir, 3 bags full, sir. Because the penal gland shrunk. Anyway, I keep saying I'm going. I am going to go now. Right, you guys have a good. May God bless you. Take care. And I hope you have a nice day because it's sunny. Catch you later.